Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So I know many of you do think that I have amazing luck when it comes to running into chant scripts, 3DCs, all these rare drops when I'm doing dungeon runs. And I'm here to tell you that, of course I would say that I'm fairly lucky. However, there are many times that I fail. And if you're wondering whether or not I record every rare area or every rare key or white gate key, yes I do. And the reason for that is I really do want to share a lot of cool content with with all of you, and I hope you do enjoy what I produce for you. And the main thing is, in the case of PCD, for example, I really want to show you the different paths that I take in order to be successful, such that, hey, you can understand that there are many different ways to get there. I will say that's pure RNG, and at the end of the day, it is luck. You are trying to get, pure picks, and you don't know whether or not they're going to be good or not. So in terms of the PCD, I would highly recommend going with either the same path each time, or just kind of have, figure it out when you get there. And there you go. Another prayer script only. So, out of the many chant script runs that I do show, there are also many failures. I will say that out of all the different grinds I've done in terms of Another Dungeons, I will figure that Miglin's Castle Very Hard seems to be luckiest for me. Now let me know in the comments below where you find the most luck in terms of finding chants and or 3DCs. Now I could be really biased here in the fact that, obviously I've run Miglin's Castle Very Hard for many more times than the next closest dungeon in terms of red keys anyway. And I can tell that because my Aldo is approaching 170 light, and the next closest competitor is Amy with about 105, I believe, is the last time I touched her. So, it's almost double the run, and so of course you feel that you have double the luck in getting it that way. That being said, another good thing about running Miglin's Castle Very Hard, they have so many different tomes that are of the 5-star variety. For example, Gale Force, which is for Felmina. There's Arminger, which is for Claude. There's also, of course, Crimson Knight, which is for Radius, among others. And remember that you'll need 10 of those tomes in order to find, grind out and make a VC Grasta, which you then have to burn away in order to get those special crystals in order to upgrade other VC Grastas. So in terms of pure grind, I would say that Miglin's Castle does have a lot of things to offer, and if you're not sure where to go, default would always be for Miglin's Castle, at least until you get to 200 and something light, and then you can always hold back and maybe spread out some of your light or shadow gathering for other keys. In general, when you are grinding out with red or green keys, make sure you try to do a multitask in terms of targeting different needs in the game. For example, if you're needing a lot more shadow and you happen to also need like some of the higher XP grinds in the game, for example, Snake Liver Damaku will be perfect. If you need Psalms for example, the Brave Storm, which is for Cyrus, you can go there, grind for his light while getting some other tomes, for example, that has I believe it's the Octo Fighter, which is the OG Negi one if you need a VC Grasta there. So, you should definitely use the Another Eden wiki and figure out which tomes you're looking for, especially if you do need 10 of one to at least get the starting point of making a basic VC Grasta before even thinking about getting 30 of them and getting a true VC Grasta. Just research that online through the wiki, or you can even ask on the Reddit subreddit for Another Eden, and then you can definitely get a lot more out of it than just figuring, oh, I have to burn my green keys and red keys again. If you just think of it that way, it becomes a very tedious grind. I actually treat most dungeon finishes like a mini gacha. Instead of doing a 10 pull or a single pull, it's almost like, hey, I'm going to go to the end of the dungeon, have some RNG, and hopefully have something cool to drop. And so, you can get a little bit of thrill if you have just a little bit of luck when grinding for, light or for chat scripts. That being said, as I've mentioned many times, on average, hopefully you get around one chant script every 2 weeks or so, and that is given the fact that it's approximately a 1.5% chance per red key. And so if you run, say 66 red keys, which is enough, including the ones you buy from the store, hopefully you have one every 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.